Hi, welcome to episode 112 of Pink's Picks Book Racks, commentary from a retired high school English teacher. Today's novel, Heartwood, by Yale professor Amity Gaige, is lauded by author Angie Kim as a nail-biting, missing person thriller, an aspiring wilderness survival tale, and a deeply moving exploration of the complexities of mother-daughter bonds. And I would like to add an ode to nature, much like Wild Dark Shore and Broken Country from episode 110. The term and the title, Heartwood, is defined on page 1 as innermost substance like the core of a tree, and perfectly describes the journeys of self-actualization that each of our 3 protagonists are on. The main characters are 42-year-old hiker Valerie, who goes missing on the Appalachian Trail, Lieutenant Bev, a 57-year-old Maine State Game Warden, who leads the ground search for Valerie and has been in the business of finding people for 30 years. And finally, 76-year-old Lena, whose favorite new subgenre is memoirs of outdoor catastrophe. And she becomes an unexpected armchair detective from the confines of her retirement community. The narrative unfolds from their points of view, but also includes online posts from the Maine Warden Service, transcripts from interviews that the Warden Service conducted, transcripts from the tip line, rescue team assignment summaries, an online forum for AT hikers, a newspaper article, and a subreddit messaging app. These rotating perspectives prove to heighten the drama and suspense. What do I love about this book? My fondness for Maine settings began 60+ years ago with Robert McCloskey's Blueberries for Sal. More recently, I enjoyed The Berry Pickers and The Frozen River from episodes 96 and 93. Excellent pieces which pay homage to the Pine Tree State or territory as it was in The Frozen River. I love Gaige's pervasive use of bird imagery and name symbolism. Valerie's trail name, Sparrow, falls into both categories. Most of all, I loved learning about the Appalachian Trail. For example, the terms through hike, section hike, flip-flop hike, and supported hike. Only 1/4 of through hikers achieve their goal, trekking the 2,190 plus miles, which takes 5 to 7 months. Section hikers complete a couple hundred miles every summer. Flip-flop hikers begin their journey in the middle of the trail in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, then head north. Later, they return to Harpers Ferry and walk south. A supported hiker does not need to constantly hitchhike or taxi into towns for resupply. The supporter is a saintly role. Lots of waiting in the car at trailheads. Valerie is both a flip-flop and supported hiker. Her husband Gregory reported her missing when she failed to appear as scheduled at one of those trailheads. Crime is rare on the trail. Since its completion in 1937, only a handful of people have been victims of violence. Fatalities are largely accidental. Virginia is home to the most miles of trail, about 550, while West Virginia is home to the least, about 4. Maryland and West Virginia are the easiest states to hike, New Hampshire and Maine the hardest. Usually, the Appalachian Trail is a dirt path. The trail is made entirely of rocks in Pennsylvania. Thus, it's called Paintsylvania. In a journal that Valerie writes while awaiting rescue, she notes that AT hikers are all recovered in recovery or unrecoverable. Everybody's got a reason to hike the trail. Her reason is to heal from the trauma of being a nurse during COVID when she was forced to become a porter, a scribe, a janitor, and undertaker. I love how Gaige interrupts the momentum of the search to provide backstory for Valerie, Beverly, and Lena, effectively developing characterization. Each of these 3 protagonists, in some way, grapples with mothering, motherhood, being mothered, being unmothered, losing a mother, or making the choice to not become a mother. Conflicts that are reinforced by the challenges of Mother Nature. Maine is the worst place on the Appalachian Trail to get lost, so hikers are advised before entering an area called the 100-mile wilderness to have a minimum of 10 days of supplies and to be fully equipped. Finally, Heartwood has a very satisfying denouement, so therefore I give it an A. Until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and do your homework. And if it applies, I hope that you have a happy Mother's Day. Bye-bye.